Hello and welcome to Nerd Subculture. I'm your host Jared.
And I'm Edwina.
And if you're listening to us, you must know that I'm still doing a Once More with Feeling series on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Do you know that, Eddie?
Yes, I do.
Today's episode is Season 3, Episode 15, Consequences. This episode first aired February 16th, 1999.
It's my
written
birthday.
by Marty Noxon and directed by Michael Gershom. Your birthday, Eddie. Yes, it is.
It's my birthday.
What have you got for me? What do you think of this episode, Consequences?
Oh, this is pretty much just following on from last week's episode. And I after watching it, I was like, damn, probably really should have done this as a
double episode?
Double episode.
Oh, well, we can do a single episode. That doesn't. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Do another one.
Yeah. So we've got the consequences of the last episode, Bad Girls, and Faith sees herself as above the law, and she's not taking any responsibility or ownership for her mistake, and is showing absolutely no remorse.
No remorse, no regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's just like, Black Widow always said, she's got a lot of red in her ledger.
Yes. A lot of red. Yeah. For a 15-year-old girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely carrying a lot of baggage with her, isn't she? We're really seeing her true colours as well, quite manipulative as well.
Yes.
I've noticed.
Yes.
So, and just absolutely a sociopath, just pretty much willing to do whatever she has to get what she wants.
Yeah.
And
want, take, have.
Want, take, have. Yes. Yeah. Very self-centered.
And it does bring up masks, like the true face someone's showing you isn't their real face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of a little, and she's hinted at this a couple of times since being in the series. She's sort of hinted that what people show isn't what kind of hinting that perhaps there's a bit more to it.
Yeah. Layers and layers, and I think we'll pick them all apart as we go on. But first, before we get into that,
this is a full spoiler podcast.
Oh, is it?
No.
It's a spoiler podcast. In case you didn't know.
Full spoiler.
Full spoilers, yes.
Full spoiler podcast. I'm a huge fan, but Jared has never watched the entire series all the way through, and I'm trying to convince him it's worth his time.
Now what's that?
It's not worth anything. My time. But it's been a journey so far.
Yes.
We're halfway through this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting to the good stuff now.
Getting to the good stuff. All right. Well, let's get this other boring stuff out the way.
All right.
This episode begins with Buffy dreaming that she's been pulled underwater by the corpse of Deputy Mayor Alan Finch. When she manages to reach the surface, her fellow vampire slayer, Faith, pushes her back down. Faith's plan to cover up her accidental killing of the Deputy Mayor fails when Alan's body is recovered from the water. Wesley orders the Slayers to investigate the death to see if anything supernatural was involved. Privately, Faith asks Buffy if she's going to turn her in, and Buffy is not sure. Buffy and Faith sneak into the city hall to find out what Alan was doing in the alleyway in the first place. They find all of his papers have been shredded, and that the mayor is in league with Mr. Trick. After much thought and discussion with Willow, Buffy decides to tell Giles what happened, only to discover that Faith has already told him that Buffy was the killer. Giles easily sees through the lie, though he lets Faith think he believes her so the gang can keep a closer tabs on her and get her off the slippery slope she is on. Giles tells Buffy accidental human deaths do occur in the fight against vampires, and that Faith is in denial about the killing. Wesley overhears the conversation and calls the Watchers' Council. While offering to help, Xander reveals to the gang that he slept with Faith. Willow tries to play down her reaction but ends up crying alone in the bathroom. Buffy expresses her worry about Faith and the need to deal with the problem now. Xander tries to reason with Faith, but she throws him on the bed, teasing him she could do anything she wanted to him, and proceeds to strangle him. Angel bursts in and clobbers her with a bat. Angel then tries his own brand of reasoning and seems to be making progress. The mayor and Mr. Trick watch Buffy and Faith's City Hall break-in on CCTV. The mayor decides that the Slayers both have to be taken care of and as quickly as possible, as there is not enough evidence to put them in jail. Helped by others, Wesley attacks Angel and shackles Faith for transport to the Watchers' Council in England. She quickly escapes and plans to hop on a boat out of Sunnydale. On his return to the library, a bruised Wesley receives a very hostile reception from the gang. Buffy finds Faith and tries to reason with her, but Faith challenges Buffy to join her instead, eventually inciting Buffy to hit her. Their confrontation is interrupted by several vampires led by Mr. Trick. As he is about to bite Buffy, Faith stakes him. Buffy returns to the library, convinced that there is still good in Faith. In the final scene, Faith approaches the mayor and offers to replace Mr. Trick as his assistant. The end.
Ooh, boom, boom, boom.
All right,
in this
Eddie.
episode, it was a bit more bow chicky wow wow.
Yeah, she was just on the whole time, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Every moment she was just, oh,
Yeah, it's very
lots of
BDSM
yeah,
references.
there was a choking
Lots
of
of
Xander, there was a
strangling.
handcuffing, and there was a
shackling.
shackling.
Lots of shackling, multiple shacklings.
Yeah.
Even Buffy gets strangled at one
Yes,
stage.
yeah, yes. What's with that?
Yeah, that entire conversation with Xander as well is just, yeah.
Yeah, and she mounts him.
Yes, it is very, I don't know, slightly rapey. I don't know. It's, yeah.
Yeah, and she just decides
And
to choke
Xander
him.
is just terrified.
Hmm.
But why the hell? Like, Buffy had already said to him, it's not a good idea to go and do exactly what he decided to go and do.
Yeah, she was pretty unstable. It was only going to end one way. Well, probably didn't think it was going to end that way.
Yeah. Because he's the one that lets her know that no one believes her. Like, no one's believing that Buffy accidentally killed him.
Yeah.
But even Xander says, you know, we've seen how you fight. You're just wild.
Hmm.
You're not looking where you're throwing.
Alligators this big.
You know, you're not looking where you're throwing those stakes.
Hmm.
Yeah. What does she say? Safe words are for wusses.
Yeah, that's right. No safe word.
Yes. And the kinks or vanilla. I think that's when she sort of pretty much throws Xander down and pins him on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starts licking his face and stuff.
Lifts his shirt up and starts like rubbing her fingernails on his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but prior to that, she is just ripping him to shreds as well, like just verbally. Yeah, so she is not happy about that situation. And in this episode, we finally find out that the mayor's the bad guy.
Well, it's been pretty clear, I think.
Well, Buffy finds out.
Oh, okay, Buffy. All right, yeah.
Buffy finally finds out that he's the big bad. And I think when I first watched this, when Faith goes over to Mayor Wilkins' office to take over the job of Mr. Trick,
Yeah.
because I was such a fangirl of Faith, I did not believe that she'd actually turned to the dark
You thought
side.
maybe she was going undercover or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she was like going undercover to try to make amends for what had happened.
Yeah. No.
No.
No. Just ran straight, jumped ship, literally,
Yeah.
metaphorically, literally, jumped the ship and joined the other side where she could do what she wants and not get in trouble for it.
And, you know, Buffy had just such immense guilt throughout this episode. And Faith, you couldn't tell whether she had guilt or she was just trying to hide the fact that she didn't want to admit that she had made a mistake almost. And she was sort of on this, she was really teetering on which way she was going to go.
Yeah.
And you could kind of tell, again, thanks to Wesley, he seems to be a bit of the catalyst in these two episodes. One of Buffy, deciding to look at life in the way that Faith does.
Yeah.
Want, take, have.
Want, take, have.
And it's sort of exploring.
And then pushing her away by trying to abduct her.
Yeah. And then the whole, when Angel was actually trying something useful. And it is that thing, they're on the same side.
Yeah.
But, you could kind of see, I think Wesley's trying to prove himself to the Watchers Council. Like he's sort of so smugly goes and calls them like straight away to say what's happened, like without talking to...
Without trying to resolve it or anything like that, but he's sort of
he went straight to
pulling his ranks.
Yeah, but he didn't even talk to Buffy about it. He just thought he knew better.
Yeah.
But wanted to sort of big note himself to the council because Giles was the one saying, "Oh, whatever you do, we do not tell the council about this."
Yeah.
Like, this is not.
Yeah, don't get them involved.
Yeah.
They just seem to... They're really annoying, aren't they?
Yes. Yes.
We've gone over this several times, and they're pretty inept.
They're just useless. Useless. Absolutely useless. They have no idea what they're doing. And they think they do.
Yeah.
And this is another situation.
Another great example of they're inept to do anything. Almost like the UN in some way.
Yes, exactly. And also, like, Wesley meeting... This is Wesley meeting Cordelia for the first time. And he is so obviously smitten by her. But again, she's like a 17-year-old girl. Like,
yeah, I know, yeah. But you can forgive him for thinking she was a teacher because she's like 28.
Yes. Okay.
He's only 4 years older than her in real life.
Yeah. But still.
And he would go on to marry Willow, who's actually 8 years older than.
Yes, but in the show...
Yes.
It's a bit of a difference.
I know, in the show. But in real life, she's older than most teachers, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seems like they get away with it because she looks a lot older than what she actually is.
Yeah, it's not that creepy. Yeah.
But again, like, why are the Watchers Council sending like a younger guy to be a...
Well, straight out of Watcher School, yeah.
Yeah,
Was no one else better? That was the best person they could send over?
Because he looks like, as you said, it looks like he's 20.
Yeah.
Like, you have to also remember she's been dating Angel, who looks older than Wesley.
Yeah. Yeah.
So...
But that was the best replacement they can come up with. That's the next guy I'm waiting was, the young guy straight out of uni.
Yeah.
Or the 30-something-year-old guy straight out of uni.
He barely looks 30.
Yeah.
Also not good at hiding the fact that he's obviously attracted to Cordelia.
She's very cheeky.
It's using the word cheeky. Like, who the hell?
Very cheeky.
Oh, she's cheeky.
I like that.
Yeah, and the first thing that Faith says is 2 words for you. Jail bait.
Mm-hmm.
And she's probably not wrong.
Yeah, no, she's not wrong.
Anyway,
He likes to watch girls.
Yes, but he's like, and it still doesn't seem weird that he's hanging around the library. Like, why hasn't Snyder kind of...
Yeah, where's he been?
Said something about him
Yeah.
being there all the time? Like, this weird adult that shouldn't be in the school is hanging around the school and...
Well, like everyone else, though, like Angel's hanging around the school. Oh, but that's at night time.
He does that at night time. And again, like, does this school never lock up? Like, does Giles never go home?
No, yeah, she gets there at night to get a book and he's there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was during the day.
Was it?
But
No.
later on, like the scene with Buffy, with Faith telling...
Oh, when he comes back from getting Faith, yeah.
No, the other that one as well.
Yeah.
But when Faith tells Giles that Buffy was the one that killed him, that's at night.
Yeah. Oh, and Faith's in the school too.
Yeah.
Walking up to the window and doing love
But
hearts.
she can sort of pass as being a
I guess
student.
so. But
the guy in the tweed suit
but
kind
then
of sticks out a bit more.
well, he could say he's some sort of faculty member or something. But I do remember teachers knowing students who weren't at the school, being able to point them out and saying, "You don't go to this school."
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember. Yeah,
You remember it? Yeah, I can remember teachers that someone will try and sneak in and you wear a uniform. He's like, "Mate, you don't go to this school. Get out of here." Yeah.
Yes. Now, there is the old, so this is the big feud between Buffy and Faith.
Yes.
Is the whole keeping things in balance, the big philosophical debate of the needs of the many outweighing the needs of the few.
Yes. What Spock said.
Yes. Or what's the other one? Or for the greater good.
For the greater good. Yeah.
Or just flat out collateral damage. It's collateral damage.
So yeah, collateral damage come up a little bit in this. Even Giles, when Buffy confessed to Giles about killing the guy, he kind of like, well, sometimes people die. That's.
He said it's not the first time.
It's not the first time. He wasn't that blasé about it. He was kind of like, well,
you're on the line. You're on this nightly battle every single night. Accidents are going to happen. Yeah, as he said.
So what should have Faith done then? I mean, it happened before they could blink. So what do you think they should have done?
Well, she didn't listen to Buff. As I said, again, I think it did come down to training.
Yes.
She is a little, or as Xander said as well, he'd seen her in battle. She's wild and just throws, it's that.
But setting that aside, like we've established that, but because it happened pretty quickly, and as we said, as Giles said, that this is going to happen. So how should this situation been solved then, do you think? How do you think that they should have solved this? Like, just because it seemed like it would probably be the same result, cover it up and don't say anything.
Well, perhaps they shouldn't. They probably shouldn't have covered it up. They probably should have gone straight to
the police?
No, not to the police. Gone to at least Giles to see what to do.
Yeah, but I think the same result would have been to hide the body.
She did a fucking crap job of hiding the body anyway.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't even bother washing the blood off the... Like, they knew exactly where it had happened. Like, she didn't wash the blood off the bin.
So if had they gone to Giles, you think Giles would have said, we got to hide the body and do a better job of it? I mean, would that have been the course of action to do in that situation?
I guess. Or some sort of... I don't know. The fact that all she wanted to do was hide it and move on, instead of actually accepting what she had done. Or even caring about what she had done.
Acceptance aside, like just the practical sense of if they had have gone to Giles, just what would have that entailed? What would have how would the situation really have changed much?
Well, by that stage, I suppose getting an adult involved probably would have made a big difference.
Yeah.
The fact that you're going to someone to say what you've done, and confessing, like, it's the whole thing is that she just didn't care. That was
that was a shocking moment of the previous episode of that revelation of her,
like, no remorse whatsoever, and the fact that she was just like, I'm above the law.
Yeah,
like that attitude it's just extremely dangerous.
Yeah,
because it means you can do whatever you want, and then she tries to kill Xander.
Yeah. So what brought that about? Was that just him?
I think that was him. Like, I think that was because she realized that when she thought that I think she was also a bit angry.
Yeah.
Because she had thought that she had convinced Giles that it was Buffy that had killed him. And obviously Giles is just seeing straight through.
That was a real dick move on her, wasn't it? To throw Buffy under the bus like that.
Yes. Yes, it was.
So, yeah, I mean, you talk about trust issues.
But the thing is, like, when it's happened, so it's not the first time it's happened in the series.
Yeah.
And when it did happen, Buffy, she took responsibility for what she had done. Like, when she punched Ted, well, she didn't know that Ted was a robot.
Yeah.
But when she punched Ted, like, she admitted to the police that she hit him, and that's why he fell down the stairs. But Joyce was ready to lie for her.
Yeah.
And Buffy said, no, I hit him. He fell down the stairs. Like she took responsibility, and I think that's what it does come down to, is that she wasn't taking any responsibility for it and was just like, I'm above the law, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yes. But when you come down to, because they do get into this very heated debate, and she is like, how many times have we saved the world? I think she used the words, she saved thousands of people.
Yeah.
I think Buffy is probably a bit more than that, because she stopped, like,
the apocalypse a couple of times.
Well, she stopped 2 apocalypses.
Yeah.
And Faith helped stop the other apocalypse. So
what was the other one? The off-screen one?
So there was the off-screen apocalypse. So she helped stop that. So, and would it have been seen as more detrimental to the world if you did put Faith in prison, because she's not out there
Yeah.
stopping the apocalypse.
She's no good to them in jail.
Yes.
Or to anyone, or to the world, for that matter.
Yeah. So, but also I think she kind of enjoyed killing. I think that might have been.
Yeah, she does get a kick out of it. That's her thing.
Yeah, I think that's the more disturbing thing, is that it's not that she doesn't want to take responsibility for it. It's actually more that
This is just fun.
Yeah, she kind of enjoys it.
I don't know about you, but I'm having a ball.
You know, and you know, in keeping the balance, bystanders get caught in the crossfire apparently.
Yeah.
So, and they couldn't really bring her around to it. I think Angel started to get a bit closer.
Almost there, yeah.
There was one thing that I didn't like, and it was Buffy trying to tell her how Faith should be feeling.
What was that scene?
Oh, they're on the street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she's like, enlighten me on how it should be. And she's like, it feels like something dirty crawled inside me.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah. It feels dirty, like something crawled inside me. Now, the strained relationship between Buffy and Willow in this episode.
Yeah. The fallout from the previous episode where she benched her.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But didn't just bench her. Like I think she was meant to go. She said that she was coming around to study, and went slaying with Faith.
Yeah.
Was meant to, sitting there doing a test, and then just walks.
Just walks out. Yeah. Did she pass that test?
Yeah. There's no consequences for that. Yeah, and then her being like,
no deal.
I'm not cool because I can't kill stuff with my bare hands.
Well, you said she can, though.
Well,
she can do it without her hands, actually.
Yes. She may do that in coming episodes. Buffy was also kind of on Faith's side as well. Like, she wasn't all, everyone was kind of, as they were sort of turning against Faith, she's like, no, she can still come around.
Yeah, everyone had pretty much written her off at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, she still saw good in her.
Yeah.
And potential.
Yes, exactly. And, oh, God, Willow and those...
The Chucky doll outfit.
Oh, God, that outfit that she's wearing, you're right. I'm looking at her going, she looks like a giant toddler.
Yeah.
And then you turn and go, no, she looks like a Chucky doll.
She's got the bright red hair, the overalls, and the long sleeve jumper. Very Chucky doll looking. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
I think she had those Vans shoes, what do you call them? The those Adidas shoes, Adidas sneakers.
Okay, I didn't notice that.
The white ones.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because I swear, one of our kids had an outfit like that, with denim overalls like that.
Yeah. It is something a toddler will wear. Although it's one of those things, those little, I don't know what you call them. It's like those little crying dolls that they sit in a corner and it looks like a kid crying. You ever seen those ones?
I don't really know.
So I've been to a few old people's homes before, and when I first saw them, it creeped me out because I thought it was a kid crying in the corner.
Okay, I think you go to more people's houses.
Yeah, so it actually looks like a little kid who's got his hands over his eyes, sort of leaning against the corner of the wall.
I've never seen it. This sounds incredibly creepy.
They're meant to be cute or something, but it just looks, yeah.
Oh, God, this sounds like my worst nightmare, Anthony. I hate those dolls.
It is a little
They're nightmarish.
I haven't seen any recently, but I think they were popular for a little while.
And what did you say when watching this episode? You kind of realised something.
Oh, that's right. You had the Faith look going when we first met, and even the jumper. You had that jacket, the denim jacket. You had one of those too, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and the hair.
Yes.
Yeah. And there was even a little moment where it's a scene where Buffy tells Giles about Faith killing a guy, and then Faith comes from behind Giles, and Faith just gives Buffy this kind of look, this kind of stare, little sort of death stare. I'm like, oh my God, that's you. You're the perfect death stare.
And I did say at one stage I dressed like her.
You didn't have the leather pants though, which is a
no,
shame.
I used to wear corduroy
You're the cord girl.
corduroy pants. It's Australia. Leather pants are just they're just not practical here.
Mentioning the leather pants, when she's on the bed watching the TV, and
just get up.
she has to do this funny little roll to get off the couch, to get off the bed, because you can't move in those things. She does a little roll, like she's laying on her tummy, and she like flicks her legs up and rolls on her back, and then rolls off the bed.
Also, she's lounging around in what looks like a fairly uncomfortable outfit. Sort of like, because I think I had that black top as well that she's wearing. But those, why is she just lounging around in
leather?
In leather pants.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all.
See, I think I had the only leather thing. I had leather jacket and I had leather skirt.
Yeah, halfway there.
Had you seen this episode?
No, I hadn't seen this one. No.
Anything from this one?
No, nothing seemed familiar about it. No.
Okay. What rabbit hole did you go down this week, Jared?
So the rabbit hole I went down, it's not really a big rabbit hole, but the ship that was in the background.
Oh, yeah.
The
Tangier or something?
Tangier, yeah. Tanager,
yeah.
Tanager. Yeah. Which is a type of bird.
Didn't know that. Okay.
But the actual ship itself is a real ship, the USS Tangier. It was used in World War II. It's a real ship. I'm not making this up. First launched in December 1944. It was a minesweeping ship used in the Second World War. It was in the military service for 9 years before she was designated to or sent to the Coast Guard and then bought by some rich guy and has been used in a couple of films ever since. It was actually used in The Usual Suspects. I'm wondering if that whole
whole dock looks like it was used in
I'm
The
actually
Usual
wondering,
Suspects, actually.
Yeah, it looked really familiar. It looked very similar, didn't it? Yeah.
There can't be too many docks around that area to film on.
Yeah, so whether actually it sails or not, it's probably just there as a prop, I guess, possibly. It was also used in another movie, Hitman's Run in 2001. You ever heard of that movie? It had Eric Roberts in it.
Yeah.
Never heard of that film. Real prop, real ship. When it was filmed, it must have been nearly 50-something years old. I don't know if it's still around. I couldn't find any more information of it. But yeah, a real military vessel. So that was my little rabbit hole. I don't know what you're going to call that. But yeah, a little useless fact there.
All right. One more thing. Just that Willow finding out about Xander sleeping with Faith.
Yes.
So we've got another consequence here as well.
I thought Buffy already knew.
No.
Because the way she was talking about Xander the previous episode, like it sounded like she already knew that they slept together.
Well, I probably, like if someone had said that, was talking that way to me, I would have kind of gone, huh. Like I probably would have put two and two together and been like, did you guys sleep together? But yeah, Buffy was a bit blasé to it, I think.
But she was talking about Xander and
but she was asking Buffy if she had ever just had sex with Xander.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought that was they were comparing, like she was sharing. I thought like she had already told her.
No, she was like, why? Like I think Faith was more like, why haven't you had sex with him?
What's wrong with you?
Yes. But the fact that she didn't yell and scream at him like what she did when she found out about Cordelia.
Yeah. Well, she's in a relationship, so I'm not sure why she really cares.
Well, it's still Xander. It's that thing where they do, like her and Xander do have that very complicated relationship.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And she would have still had feeling, like she still has feelings for him. It's just that she just has stronger feelings for Oz.
Well, it's a bit hard when Oz isn't there. Yeah. You know why he wasn't there?
He had other commitments.
He was filming Austin Powers.
Are you sure he was filming Austin Powers?
Yeah, he was filming Austin Powers, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why he wasn't in the episode.
Oh, that's right. It's the second one that he's in a lot. more of it. He's not in much of the first movie.
I don't think so. No. Yeah. I think it was the second one. Yeah. Spider shagged me.
No, it would have had to have been the first one that he's in. He doesn't have.
Yeah. So it's the second Austin Powers movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually liked that she just went and cried in private instead of having a big tizzy about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right, do you want to do questions?
I want to.
Answer the question.
Okay, Jared. Which character was your favourite?
No, I just say it. I gotta have faith.
The faith. Ooh,
I was gonna play it. Nah.
Um,
Takes too long.
Yeah, again, this was part of the reason why I was like, maybe we should have done these two together because everything's going to be pretty much exactly the same.
Oh, maybe.
But Faith, yeah, she gets some pretty amazing lines, and she kind of does get her point across to everyone. I it is, as I said, it's a philosophical debate. Like, there is no right and wrong answer to what she was saying. Like, fine, she can get punished and go to prison, but then what happens when there's an apocalypse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she can just be a little bit more careful, though.
Well, maybe she should have more training.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe someone should be training her.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which character do you love to hate?
With the mayor, I guess. But then the Weaseling Wesley.
Yeah, I actually wrote fucking Weasley.
Fucking Weasley.
Weasley Wesley.
Wesley Wesington.
Weasley Wesley of
Weasley
Weslington.
What's the Harry Potter kid? Weasley.
Oh, Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley.
Yeah, Ron Weasley.
No relation?
No.
Wesley Weasley.
Fucking Wesley is very Weasley in this.
Yes.
And slightly creepy with his little cheeky comment.
Hello, cutie pie.
Ugh. Yeah, very, very like that. All right. What was the most memorable fight scene?
Oh, the dock fighting scene was pretty
the fight at the dock
cool. Yeah.
was pretty well.
Mm.
Something with that. When Trick gets Buffy around the neck with the
strapping
tie,
stuff.
the
tie,
tie or the strap or whatever it is that he's got. It's pretty intense.
Oh, also the crate falling on her was took her out.
That was the whole thing. Is that she was pretty injured.
Mm. Even for a Slayer, you still have to heal.
Yeah.
It's not invincibility.
So that was sort of why Trick could get the upper hand on her, so to speak.
So what were they actually trying to do?
They were there to kill them.
Just to kill them. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they couldn't get them with bureaucracy.
Right. Yeah.
They couldn't find enough evidence.
Well, we'll just kill them.
Yeah.
Less paperwork.
LOL moment.
We all love the jailbait scene.
Yes.
They turned into stuttering Englishman as well.
Yeah,
right on cue.
He went into yes, he did turn into the babbling.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah, he did turn into the babbling Englishman, didn't he? He was channeling his.
Is that also
Grant.
part of the Watchers training thing?
Maybe it must be the babbling, the babbling,
bumbling Englishman.
Babbling,
fumbling, mumbling,
mumbling,
humbling,
babbling,
babbling.
Yes, they must teach that in Watcher School. I probably would have gone with Wesley and when he's on the phone to the Watchers Council and he's like, password, monkey. And then they're like, can you spell it? Something like that. Yeah.
Apparently he used a real phone number too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he actually dialed out of America and into England.
Oh.
So it was an international call. The 1144. Yeah.
Very, very observant of you.
Oh, thank you.
Favorite scene?
I'm doing that
no
look.
No one can see it.
I'm doing the look.
No
that
one
little
can see
scolding
that.
look she does.
No one can see.
Buffy,
I'm about to give you that look in a minute.
when Faith looks at Buffy. That was mine.
Yeah, I have that down as well. As
Oh,
my
really?
favorite. Yeah, the bait and switch that Giles does when Faith tries to double cross Buffy by going to him first and acting like he believes Faith, and then telling Buffy that he knows.
That was smart. Very smart.
But the way that he acts, he's just like, sort of
Go into my office.
Go into my office now. Like he sort of does this gruff.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. Yeah, very, very good move on Giles' behalf. Least favourite scene.
I actually didn't like that little crying montage they did with Willow and Xander. That little sadness part, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I just went the Faith Xander scene in the motel room.
Oh, come on. That rocked.
I just thought, because she looks like she's about to kill. Like, what if Angel hadn't have gotten there? Favorite quote?
Mine's from Angel, and when he's talking to Buffy, and he's about, is it the same one?
Yeah.
It's like talking to a wall, only you get more from a wall. Was it the same?
Yep.
Oh, what?
How did we both end up with a freaking Angel line?
I don't know. I guess we hate talking to people who are walls.
Only because that's what I feel like sometimes. Best Cordelia freakout moment.
Again, she only got the one scene.
Yeah, but it's pretty memorable.
Yeah. Oh, when she says to Wesley, check out Giles, the next generation. I don't know.
I did have that as well, but then I also had, don't let me interrupt. Wait.
No, wait. Let me interrupt.
Let me interrupt. I'm in a hurry.
Interrupt.
I'm in a hurry. Who gets the wooden spoon? I think we're going to have the same on this one.
Yeah?
Mr. Trick?
I was going to say Willow's Chucky doll. Her Chucky doll outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, I went with Mr. Trick just for that line. I hear once you
taste a Slayer.
Once you taste a Slayer, you never go back.
Mm.
Doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't work that way. Once you had Slayer, you never go back. What?
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 Who's the MVP of the episode?
I think Angel.
Yeah, I've got Detective Angel.
Detective Angel.
He's the one that starts to make headway with Faith, and he rescues Xander.
Yeah.
So
Did really well.
yeah. And what do you rate the episode out of 10?
5 with her Chucky dolls out of 10.
8 out of 10 monkey passwords.
Monkey password.
Monkey. All right.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
No, I think that's it. Just hope our listeners are enjoying this podcast. Just want to take a moment just to say that, this is our 40-somethingth episode.
Yeah.
I'm losing count here. We're going to get to our 50 soon. I think that's got to be a milestone. We'll have to do something special for that one. Maybe do a live one. I don't know. Ooh, yeah. How the hell are we going to do that? I don't know. But, I think something special, huh? Maybe get some people over or something.
Maybe a guest?
A guest? I think a guest, yeah. We need a guest on here, don't we?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Who we get? Joe? Emma? That's all the people we know. I've run out of people.
Yeah.
But I think, Eddie, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Go.
All right. So, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. My name is Jared.
I'm Edwina.
And if you like what you hear, well, what can you do, Eddie? You can
Like, subscribe. You could also follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. There is a Facebook group. And you can email us at nerdsubculture@gmail.com.
Yes, you can. And like Eddie said, like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.
Bye.